I'd like to suggest some changes to Canada's immigration policy. Generally speaking, we've given priority to well-educated immigrants. There's a point system, and the more education they have, generally speaking, that will stand them in good stead in terms of being accepted as an immigrant to Canada. However, that hasn't always worked very well, and we've all heard stories of doctors driving cabs. Now, that may be a bit of an exaggeration, but nonetheless, there's some truth to that problem. And I would like to suggest a somewhat different approach. First of all, I think it's distasteful to be taking highly educated people from developing countries, whether it's engineers or doctors or whatever it might be, because those people are needed in the countries that they're from. And if we, on the one hand, are giving them aid, why would we, on the other, be accepting their educated people as immigrants to Canada? Especially when they're having some difficulty in getting settled in their professions in Canada. I think what would be a better approach is to look for young men and women as immigrants who can demonstrate that they have intelligence, a high IQ, even though they may not be particularly well educated, but they're physically healthy and have a high IQ. Those are the people who will come to Canada and find jobs, and they will be prepared to go to the Fort McMurrays and other areas where jobs are available, and they will fit in very quickly. And I would also suggest that they shouldn't have children. The ideal ones would have children no more than 10 years of age, because immigrants coming to Canada with children 10 years of age or less, you'll find that those children will very quickly learn to speak English speak English or French with a Canadian accent. And if their parents have a high IQ, it's likely the children will do well in school. They'll probably go to university, and they will be the future of the country, and they will be the ones who will fit in with absolutely no difficulty when they look for work. Now, their mother and father, they will be very pleased to be able to come to Canada and have a job wherever it might be. It could be in a meatpacking plant, it could be in the tar sands in Alberta, and they will be very pleased with the jobs that they're able to get. And I think that would be better than bringing in educated people, as I've mentioned. So there's a number of changes I'd like to suggest, but that's number one, and I'll leave it at that for the moment, and perhaps in another video talk about some of the other changes that I think should be considered.